Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and today we are going to be talking about something I haven't talked about in a while: wrestling. And I picked a heck of a day to come back and talk about some wrestling because right now we're in the midst of a pay per view blitz. I want you to look at this because here in this little week seems to be every pay per view. Um, July 14th was night one of AEW's Fyter Fest. Tonight will be Slammiversary. As I'm recording this, the 17th, it will be Slammiversary. As a matter of fact, it's almost over. There's 2 matches left. And then Sunday, the night after, uh, this is going to be WWE's Money in the Bank. And then the 21st, which is a Wednesday, I believe, will be AEW's Night 2 of Fyter Fest. This has been a heck of a night to pick to come back and talk about professional wrestling. I haven't got to keep up as much as I want to. I've watched a little bit here and there, but yeah. I'm wondering what's going on with Shida since she lost the title, which, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Shida fan, but Britt Baker is the kind of heel you want to win the title. And it was a good pick. But let's look over some of these pay-per-views here. First night of Fyter Fest, Jon Moxley retained his New Japan U.S. heavyweight title, the IWGP United States heavyweight title, against Carl Anderson. He beat Carl Anderson. Ricky Starks beat Brian Cage by pinfall for the FTW World Championship. Christian Cage defeated Matt Hardy by pinfall. Sammy Guevara defeated Wheeler Yuta by pinfall. In a surprise to me, Yuka Sakazaki defeated Penelope Ford by pinfall. I'm surprised they let Yuka take the win over Penelope there. I got to give AEW props. That was an unexpected move. Okay. And in the coffin match, Darby Allin defeated Ethan Page. Right now, as far as Impact Slammiversary is going, this is just off Wikipedia, so these are the results they have. Havoc and Rosemary defeated Fire and Flava for the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship, so they should be your new Impact Knockouts Tag Team Champs. They won by pinfall. Josh Alexander defeated Petey Williams, Trey Miguel, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, and Rohit Raju for the Impact X Division Championship. Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green defeated Brian Myers and Tennille Dashwood by pinfall for the intergender. Well, it just said it was an intergender tag team match. There's no titles or anything like that. W. Morrissey defeated Eddie Edwards by pinfall. Finjuice defeated Sahira and Madman Fulton by pinfall. Chris Sabin defeated Moose by pinfall. In a four-way tag team match for the Impact World Tag Team Championship, the Good Brothers defeated Violent by Design, Rich Swann and Willie Mack, and Falaba and No Way by pinfall. So I'm not sure, but I think that means they're tag team champions again. But there's still two matches left. One match left. Apparently, this one just ended. Deonna Purrazzo defeated Thunder Rosa by pinfall for to retain her Impact Knockouts Championship. The only match left is Kenny Omega versus Sami Callihan in a no DQ for the Impact World title. So that'll be interesting to see. But yeah, that was just results off of Wikipedia there. And like I said, tomorrow we see Money in the Bank, which I didn't look up. Yeah, Money in the Bank 2021 matches. Let me see what we got here. All right. The current lineup, they have Bobby Lashley versus Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship. For the Universal Championship, they have Roman Reigns versus Edge. For the Raw Women's Championship, they have Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. For the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, we have Ricochet versus John Morrison versus Riddle versus Drew McIntyre versus Big E versus Kevin Owens versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Seth Rollins. For the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, Asuka versus Naomi versus Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Cross versus Liv Morgan versus Zelina Vega versus Natalya versus Tamina. For the Raw Tag Team Championship, AJ Styles and Omos versus the Viking Raiders. And for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, we have the Mysterios versus the Usos, which apparently will be the kickoff match, they're saying here. So that'll be the opening match. But this is just reading off CBSSports.com. Let me see about some other pay-per-views. Who else has got what going on here? I'm trying to look up Ring of Honor, see if it has a pay-per-view this July, but July the 11th. It was Ring of Honor Best in the World. Let's take a look at it. We had Ray Horace defeat Demonic Flamita in a pre-show match. PCO and Danhausen versus the Bouncers. PCO and Danhausen won in another pre-show match. Tag team match. We had the Briscoes versus PJ Black and Brian Johnson. Briscoes won. In a singles match, EC3 defeated Flip Gordon. 6-man tag team championship match. You had Shane Taylor Promotions defeat Dalton Castle, Dak Draper, and Eli Isom. In a last man standing match, Josh Woods defeated Silas Young. We had Brody King defeat Jay Lethal. In the Ring of Honor Superior Championship match, Jonathan Gresham defeated Mike Bennett. In the Ring of Honor World Television Championship match, Dragon Lee won the title from Tony Deppen. In a Fight Without Honor match for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship, Violence Unlimited held on to their tag team championship or tag team titles against the Foundation, Gresham and Titus. And in the World Championship match, Bandito took the title from Rush. I don't even know if NWA had a pay-per-view. Uh, do, 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 do. I don't think they had one. Let me make sure here. Okay, I don't see them as having one. I don't see any mention of it, but yeah. This has been a crazy night to come back and talk about wrestling because there's pay-per-views all over the place. Oh, I didn't even mention let's go back to AEW because they do have a night 2 of Fyter Fest. This will be Wednesday night's card. You have Britt Baker versus Nyla Rose for the AEW Women's Championship. You have Jon Moxley versus Lance Archer. So, once again, for the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship. So, both nights, Moxley defends that title. You have Chris Jericho versus Shawn Spears in a chair match where the chair stipulation is that Shawn Spears can use chairs, Jericho cannot. Yeah, it's part of the 5 labors of Jericho that he has to go through before he can get his hands on MJF. So they're going to try to put Jericho through the ringer here. We have Orange Cassidy versus The Blade And we have the Elite, Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, and the Good Brothers versus Adam Page and Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, Alex Reynolds, and John Silver in a 5-on-5 tag team elimination match. If Page in the Dark Order wins, he and 2 members of the Dark Order will receive matches for both the AEW World Heavyweight Championship and the AEW World Tag Team Championship, respectively. So we'll probably be seeing, if they win, Page taking on Omega, and then the Young Bucks taking on. It'll be either Evil Uno and Stu Grayson or Silver and Reynolds, which will be interesting to see. But yeah, this is a heck of a list of pay-per-views that have happened here and are still to happen. But I've already gone over 16 minutes here. I don't want to take your time too much longer. I'm just talking about there's a lot going on. I'll have links in the description below the video. But as always, educate thyself, think, read, study, learn. Someone tries to tell you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, later.